honestly, I think, myself included, people need to stop caring so much what people do. Or at the same time, they need to stop believing in all these, like, they just blindly follow what society believes or what society tells you or what the doctors say. It's just like people can't think for themselves anymore. They don't do the thing themselves and like see if it works or not. And people are just like sheep in a sense. And I mean, that's cool too. If you want to be a sheep and be happy and be average, I don't think that happiness and average kind of go hand in hand. But like, people talk. So I'm going to read this comment by this guy because that's what I do. And it brings something interesting, at least, to the videos I make. I wanted to talk about also how balanced isn't necessarily good, to live a balanced lifestyle. And I'll give you my take on it and how you really don't want to live this life average, because average people, just look at it, average people are not happy. Average people are most likely, yes, they have a family, they're happy with their family, but they're usually stressing over something. They usually don't like their 9 to 5 job. They're usually looking forward to retirement, or looking forward to that next vacation, or looking forward to something in the future. It's just like, I don't want to live that way. I want to live every single day being misunderstood, but being at peace with my journey. Anyways, this guy says, and a lot of people will not understand you when you say you're on a journey of NoFap, quitting porn, quitting lust, or taking it a step further with semen retention, transmuting that sexual energy into goals, desires, dreams. Because a lot of people are weak. A lot of people just cannot do it. They cannot go against that biological desire to release and seek out instant gratifications and short-term pleasures. And they rationalize in their mind that it's normal, that it's okay, that it's healthy. And it's not. Anyways, I said, I asked them, what do you expect from fapping? What's the point of it? What does, like, let's bring it back around. When people ask, why are people on NoFap? Why are you trying to quit porn? Why are you trying to deny yourself that release? And I'd ask, like, why are you so quick to, like, what do you get from it? Honestly, a few seconds of pleasure. You're tired afterwards. You don't feel like, this is all many people's stories of, they release, whether it be through sex, PMO more so than sex, because sex is kind of more natural, but I'll talk about that, how that can also be detrimental in a sense and take a few days to get that energy back. But anyways, I said, what's the point? And he says, it's a basic human instinct and a normal part of life. You do not want to be normal in this life. When you hear normal, you want to try to stay away from that word as much as possible. If you want to live life like fully in life, like to the fullest. And there's no grand expectation behind it. However, when someone denies such a strong drive, you would imagine they have some sort of expectation or goal in mind to justify that choice. So again, why? And I said, the whole purpose of it is to create offspring. Like, that's the biological purpose of releasing, right? As men, we're meant to keep releasing to basically make sure the species is constantly like the human population is populating, right? But nowadays there's a, I won't go against it, but the human population is way too much for this earth, and therefore Earth's resources are dwindling down, the rainforests, the global warming, all of that. So we don't need any more people on this planet. But there is an argument to be made of having a family and putting your legacy, or like something about legacy. Anyways, He says, and I said, it's your life force, because it is your life force. And if you're just doing it for pleasure, I don't get it. I really don't. He says, too much internet can really mess you up. Ask yourself, would you really go on this NoFap quest if it weren't for some silly thing people talk about online? He's assuming I'm getting on this because I've heard about NoFap. And no, I've wanted this for a long time. I've been interested in this lifestyle for a long time, and I've known what it does to me. Like from an early age, releasing has never made me feel good. It's numbed my feelings. It's made me more anxious. It's made me less productive. There's just so much negative to it. Even releasing with someone, yes, mentally you kind of feel more connected, but then it's just over, and you're like, it's a cheap dopamine source that is, it's never worth it in my opinion. Anyways, because it's not. What's important is human connection. Hey, he's right with that. Being grounded, yep, he's right with there. Going outside and not analyzing every aspect of your life. Accept who you are, that's good enough. I agree with that. Going outside. And NoFap isn't the end all be all, but it is an important tool. Just like everything. It's not just NoFap. It's, like he said, going outside, getting sunlight. Every aspect of your life has to be accounted for. But you can't deny the importance of being able to control that sexual desire and lust. And I said, look at monks. It's a spiritual path. But if you want to be average and fap your mediocre life away, then go for it. This is me just kind of, I don't know, like I don't have to talk back. I know that. And that's something that I need to work on. But it's like I can't seem to let things go. I have to respond. But yeah, it is a spiritual path also. Like every man that goes on it, whether you go back to a relationship or, I'm not necessarily going to say start fapping again, but you learn so much about yourself when you try to each and every day overcome that base desire. He says, yeah, sure, not everyone is aiming to be a monk. I understand that too. For most people, it's just a normal, healthy part of life to fap. That is what I don't disagree with. Healthy part of life to fap. You know what else people say is healthy? To live a balanced lifestyle, to drink occasionally because, hey, it helps you relax, helps you be more social. Can't you be social without drinking? Can't you be social without having to eat junk food every now and then? Can't you, like, balance isn't going to work because the mind, in a sense, is always working against you. It's always seeking the path of least resistance. It's always seeking out foods that have more just dopamine producing chemicals, which is junk food, sweets, PMO, anything that you can get your hands on without doing the work. But yeah, I said it doesn't make someone average. He said it doesn't make someone average or mediocre. It's about balance, not extreme. Balance is it. You don't want to be balanced in this life. You really don't. Because there's so many people that are quote unquote balanced and they're just not, they feel unfulfilled in life. They feel like they could be doing more, and I don't know. I said boxers and elite athletes do it before big fights to get focused and dialed in. He said, sure, but why a year? Why is that even a goal? Still waiting for an answer. And I said, because it's a challenge. Any man can go a good amount of time. Who can go a good amount of time without succumbing to their base desires can learn a lot about themselves, spiritually, mentally, and physically. He says it's not about succumbing. That's like saying you're weak for eating when you're hungry. Challenges are important, and I understand your point. But to me, it feels more like an unhealthy obsession than a meaningful challenge. If it's what you want, that's fine. I was just curious. The difference is, you seem to view fapping as a sin, while for me, it's not a problem at all. it's fascinating to me how much thought people put into something so simple. I don't think about it as a sin. I'm focused on creating the best life I can live. And that involves getting rid of as much stuff that's not serving me. And I said, I don't even think about it. It's funny to me how people waste so much time and energy with it. There's more to life than instant gratifications. And most people, it's a time waster. Even if you look at none of the benefits or disadvantages or anything, just spending time on it is just such a waste. It is. He says, want a real challenge? Try staying off YouTube and social media for a month, then I'll be impressed. And I said, I did that before. Making a video, it's 5 minutes a week. It's a waste of time because it is healthy. There he goes with saying fapping's healthy again. I might just tell this video, fapping is healthy. It's not, though. It's based off my experience throughout the years. It's one tool that's not healthy. He says, so if I don't want to fap, then I should. Sorry, good luck, man. All the best wishes from a stupid man on a stupid planet. Then I said, it's healthy because some experts told you it was. Fine, be a sheep. And then he says, this has been extensively studied, and there are certain things we know for a fact. And that's that. Then I got one other comment that says, just fap, bro. It's no big deal. Stop feeling guilty for something every human being needs. We are animals, after all. So yeah, there are these people in the world who believe that. And if you're on this journey of NoFap, or if you're debating on being on this journey of NoFap, or even bringing it to life, or bringing it to just lifestyle, right? You're on a journey that the average person won't understand. Working out every day, doing push-ups, pull-ups, not taking days off. So many people want to focus on, hey, days off, rest, fab, balance, but nobody wants to focus on the work, the grind, the doing things every day you do not feel like doing. I didn't feel like, I did my 7 miles. I didn't feel like doing my cold plunge. I succumbed to the mind there. It's it's an everyday journey. I am grateful for this journey I'm on. And I just wanted to talk about that. And do you believe fapping's healthy? If so, hey, from now on, I'm just not going to respond to people that I disagree with. People can watch my videos. They can subscribe. They can tell their opinion. But I'll explain, but I won't go back and forth because it's such an energy trainer. People are not going to... Some people just want to keep talking back. You're not going to... No one is going to change someone's mind. They have to first want to change, right? That's why this channel isn't necessarily telling people what to do. This is just sharing my journey. And after 365 days, it'll be some other challenge. But this will always be my day-to-day life. Anyways, 14 minutes in. It's a long one. But, hey, tell me what you think. And, hey, I don't want to be average in this life. Average is not good. Balance is not good, in my opinion. Being fully in something is. You can be fully in work, but then from work, go home and be fully home with your wife, with your husband, with the kids. You can be fully from there, fully into fitness. The key is being focused, being fully into something, not thinking of what happened, what will happen, and that's better than balance. Because if you're trying to balance, usually your mind's all over the place. So, and a lot of successful people who quote unquote are balanced aren't really balanced. They're just focused on each task. And they're fully with their family when they're with their family, as opposed to the people that spend more time with their family, but they're not really like there. So, hey, peace.